Now that we've set up our user settings, let's take a look at our account settings. So we'll go to the settings tab here on the left side. You notice account settings here at the top. The first thing we'll look at is our collaborators. Collaborators are split between team members and vendors. So our team members are your paid seats. So if you've paid for 3 seats, you can have 3 team members that will all have access to log in to Shaker. Our vendors are free. You can have as many vendors as you would like. We can click and this plus button, new vendor, that'll allow us to enter their first, last name, company title, email, phone, website, and add services. You can also determine whether or not you would like to show this vendor as a preferred vendor in the client portal. If you check the preferred vendor box, that vendor will show up in the preferred vendor section of the client portal for every client. So be aware of that. On this vendor section, however, I usually say that the most important pieces of information you can fill out will be the person's first and last name, their company name, their email address, and their phone number. Those are all pieces of information that can be displayed to your client, to yourself, as well as utilized and filled out automatically in your message templates, which we'll get into later. From here, I'm going to hit cancel. You'll see that this information is organized. I can edit or delete anyone that I need to. On the team member side, if I have admin access, I can click this edit button and scroll through the different user permissions that I want to set aside for my different teammates. Usually, when you're looking at this in terms of contacts, deals, or reports, Limited will go ahead and restrict that particular user to only have access to their own contacts, their own deals, and their own reporting. None essentially strips the person of all access. And then within the settings, you'll realize that full, limited, and none actually allow for different settings to be activated. Each user will be able to view the different settings within the account, regardless of if it's full or limited. But they may not be able to go through and actually make edits to particular things that, for example, your deal stages, which we'll get into later, that you may want to be uniform across all of your teammates.